How proud are you guys of me for staying sober through last night specifically?
Oh yeah, I stayed like mostly sober. But no, I am proud of you. That says a lot for you.
It was so much. There was so much.
So much drugs going on?
There was so much shit going on, man.
Like Vitaly was definitely on some shit.
Vitaly is the most obvious steroid abuser that I've ever seen in my life, bro. He looks like he's made of rock right now.
I love the kid. I absolutely love the kid. But last night he was on some shit.
We are live.
Cameras are on, boys.
He was running around. That's one of the interesting things about it is that, and I'm about to do a fucking tweet just telling everybody that we're doing this. Okay, there we are. We already got 1,100, so we're definitely active. Okay. Adding the link. Boom. Update my own social media. This is very advanced. Vitaly was planning on running out to the stage and challenging Logan on stage, and then he couldn't get on stage, and I'm pretty sure he was trying to challenge KSI like outside the ring, and there was some video footage of that. Keem, what do you know about that?
I actually know nothing because I was sitting on the Sidemen side, the KSI side.
Right.
These guys were sitting like right next to all of it, so Banks has like a first-hand take of kind of really what went down.
I was in the same row as Mike. We did the podcast. Who we did the podcast with? Sack Mike, Logan.
Shout out Mike. What is? But that's what sucks is that Mike doesn't have like a real nickname.
Dude, I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
He's like Mike Logan Paul's
His last name's fucking weird too, so it's like
you're not saying that.
I actually don't even still to this day know how to really say it.
Oh yeah.
Well, we should give him a nickname right now.
I call him Mike Lovesack because one, he hates it. Two, that's really where he kind of came from. That's how he was introduced to the whole.
Mike is like proving that you can be a middle-aged, mediocre white guy and still come up in the YouTube game.
That's amazing.
I don't know that he's middle-aged, but for like YouTube, he's like old.
Oh, yeah.
Mike is proving a concept that everyone knows. It's not how much talent you have, but it's who you know.
No. Listen, I have to back Mike. I think Mike is actually extremely talented. Are you serious? I think Mike's funny, bro.
I like to fuck with Mike. I
watched,
really do like to fuck with Mike.
You and Mike should be best friends, though. You guys will never be best friends, but they should be.
He's good, but Mike is the quintessential definition of a dude who's basically been able to build something for himself through basically just being a really good best buddy guy. Like
he's very good socially.
Yeah.
I don't think he like crosses that like dick sucker, dick rider, like dude, listen, stop.
Logan wants to go to the club, he's going to the club. Logan wants to work out, he's helping him work out. Logan wants to do business.
That's also part of his job.
Yeah.
He's employed by that's his team.
But you can go a long way if you are that guy who's just always there to help facilitate what the celebrity wants to do.
He offers good help, he offers good advice. Even in my own life, I back Mike.
I will say this. He has a positive energy, right?
Yeah.
Like if he's there, like you're gonna smile, you're gonna joke around.
I see with girls, bro. Like he bags fucking hot girls, and like I know firsthand, like being socially like the right way when it comes to that stuff goes the furthest. You know what I mean? Especially in Hollywood, all these creepy fucking dudes. Like Mike is definitely a creepy fucking dude, but he's not like a creep. You know what I mean? Like, he makes people comfortable, and he's like whatever.
And when you're famous, you're a little bit more limited in what you can do socially. So having somebody like him who is not famous, so he can just do whatever. Like he can be the guy running around the club fetching hotties for you. I'm sure you've put him to work doing that.
Yeah, Mike's good at a few things, and that's definitely one of them. He would be so happy if he knew how much we were talking about him right now. So
he's gonna find out.
We should probably.
The night shift.
Yeah, we should. Like, I love it, man. You guys.
I go over to meet up with you guys, and you're sawing through a safe because there's $20,000 and a bunch of jewelry, and I'm like, this is such weird ass Hollywood shit.
You came in at a weird time.
Yeah.
I lost the key to a safe.
And Rice Gum is just like an observer who's just sitting on the bed like.
He always.
This actually happened?
Yeah. This was like 3 days ago. He came to get his box.
My box. Isn't that weird? Okay, so I mean, this is big stuff to get into, but what does Logan do now?
I personally think that Logan's gonna be fine. Honestly, like we were just talking about this in the car.
Yeah.
Like I think that like people underestimate the amount of respect that people are gonna give both of them for that. It's not easy to do what they did. It takes real balls to fucking get up in front of that many actual humans, and then obviously in the back of your head you know that like millions and millions of people are watching it live, and a lot's riding on it. I don't know.
I disagree. Okay, I don't think he's going to be fine, right? I think this is going to be very similar to Deji, right? Deji fought Jake Paul. He lost, and he went from 3 million views every single video to 600K, right? And I think a similar thing's going to happen to Logan. But what I think Logan's going to do to counter that is he's going to try to come out with legitimate music and try to like put out actually non-cringe music.
He's that serious about his music?
Yeah,
dude, can I be the? Can I just
he went
say
to
it out
Sweden
loud?
or something.
Really?
The YouTuber people need to stop making music. Like they have to, man. Even some of my friends, like they need to stop.
If you do it as a joke, I'm okay with it.
it's just me too.
If it's a diss track or it's a comedy driven,
that shit's fine. That's YouTube shit.
But don't you even feel like the ship has kind of sailed on that in the sense of
Yeah.
like how everybody was just doing vlogs and shit for a while, and now that feels kind of painfully lame unless you're bringing something a little bit cool to the table.
Yeah.
And it feels like that with the music. A couple years ago, Tana doing jokey rap songs was like, oh, this is fun. It's for her fan base. All of a sudden, that shit doesn't really read the same to me. It feels a little different
It's one of those
climate-wise
things
on
that-
YouTube.
Unless it has a real like theme to it or there's a real purpose for the song, it definitely drags on. You know, like you got to be few. They should just
Dollar
stop.
in the Woods.
Yeah, that's a fucking great song.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because for the culture, it's just a great
His
song.
biggest upload, he's got like 10 million views on it.
Does it
That's
really have
right.
10 million views?
Yeah.
That's
I noticed that for some reason YouTube wants to recommend it to me like all the time.
That's a bullet in the chamber always for any
Right.
YouTuber, any semi-successful YouTuber though. If you make a song, everyone who knows your name is gonna want to at least listen to it once.
I was literally on Jimmy fucking Kimmel
For that song.
for that song. Wow. Yeah, it was strange. So what happened is obviously there was like a lot of memes and stuff that like, you know, that I originally
You
did
put the chat up.
a freestyle with, you know, Dollar in the Woods or whatever, and people made memes out of it. So then when I went to go make an actual song, I kind of referenced a bunch of memes that happened with me or whatever, right? It was a fun song. But what happened is Logan Paul in the Suicide Forest. So a meme came out with found a dead body in the woods, which they translated to my song. So that got it popping. And then Jimmy Kimmel, and it just kind of like fucking took off.
Right. I
So-
mean, okay, this, you know what is a question that needs to be addressed, and we could probably talk about this at length throughout this podcast. How much does this, like, to me, one of the main things that the fight does for Logan is that it puts space, it puts significant events between him and the Suicide Forest thing, which is what he needs. He needs enough stuff in people's memory that the Suicide Forest feels like just something that happened a while back.
I actually disagree. Okay, I think if anyone is bringing up Suicide Forest, it's fucking Logan Paul. Dude, all his promotion for this fight was, I did this horrible thing. I had a lapse in judgment, and now I'm a better person. I learned from this. Dude, shut up. Nobody's talking about fucking Suicide Forest. You're the only one. He was milking it.
I do see how you would see that, and I've noticed them and their whole side bring it up and try to make light of it, which I do think is a good like angle to come from something like that. Like
Yeah,
try
but
to, like,
I
make
know
it-
the angle. That's the problem.
I know, but you also have to understand he is a real human, and really horrible shit has happened to me, and I find myself talking about it and like gradually like leaning toward like making light of it and like trying to just like make it like not so bad, you know what I mean? So maybe there's some of that. Maybe he is milking it to an extent. I don't know. I wouldn't put anything past these guys. Like they've done a lot of crazy, weird shit.
Logan could have very easily continued to have a nice, comfortable, cushy YouTube vlogger life, and he very may well have done so. But then he made the mistake, made that video, and then all of a sudden it just his personality, his character online kind of got tainted, where people just didn't want to see this fun-loving character that he
and
was
it was coming
before.
off the heels of all the Jake Paul, like that whole Jake Paul saga where he
They
was
were
doing-
already getting way too big for their own good at that point. They were blowing up so fast, and it was like constant bad, negative attention. So for him, it's like with the boxing thing, it's like, okay, let's create a heroic arc in Logan Paul's career. That's best case scenario. But if he gets a draw and then he loses, all of a sudden it's like it's not going to be a heroic arc. And what if he losing one time is one thing, losing 2 or 3 times, all of a sudden that shit is going to be really weird for his image.
I think it's more like internally. I think it's gonna fuck him up more internally. I don't know, man. I think like at the end of the day, no, I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about this. Dude, these guys made so much fucking money. Like, more money than anybody thinks that they made. Whatever number you think both of them made as far as that fight goes, take that number and at least triple it.
I heard 8. They both made 8 mil.
It's at least, I would guess at least, my at least number would be like 10. Bro, so many people bought that fight. Yeah. So many people watched that fight. So much went into that fight. And I understand the cost to run it all. Dude, like, that was fucking huge. And it was huge for like the YouTube internet culture landscape. Like this shit changes everything. I think they're both legends forever for it.
Yeah, from a
that's
boxing,
my genuine thing.
From a boxing standpoint, it's like if you just watch the fight, it was a draw. They both like, you know what I mean?
I watched it again today and it felt like
I don't agree with that.
You take penalties away, you take like all the shenanigans, it was a draw.
I don't agree.
It was very close.
Can I respond?
Logan did not outbox KSI, and KSI did not outbox Logan Paul. No, I think these are two very, very even fighters.
Can I explain?
They look pretty equal.
Can I fucking explain? Yeah. So I was sitting.
But KSI outsmarted Logan Paul. Like I said, KSI is mentally stronger than Logan Paul.
Listen. That's another thing. Real quick on the record, fucking say it. Say we were right. We were all in my room. Say it.
We told everyone KSI.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys both said that.
I fucking told you,
but you didn't even seem like you thought that KSI was going, and when you wanted to root for him because that's your boy.
No. I didn't want to mush it. I didn't want to muck it. I said I stuck true the whole way through. I said I genuinely believe it's a 50-50, but I do believe the slight edge goes to KSI. I do think that KSI is going to win because that sleeper aspect, everyone, you know, in Hollywood, like everyone fucking slept on him. All these girls, club promoters, like the basic Hollywood dick riders, like they don't even know who the fuck JJ is.
Nope.
They don't know anything about boxing.
Yep.
Like, most of them don't know shit about boxing. I'm not claiming to know a ton about boxing, but I do know a thing or two about how a fight goes and how much energy like factors into that. Like I've seen fucking guys half the size of somebody else knock a motherfucker out because they had that energy because a dude grabbed his girl's ass and he was fucking mad, you know what I mean, and knocked a fucking, you know what I mean, a 6 foot fucking 250-pound dude out. That's just like the energy. KSI has that. He's an animal and a whole, like Logan is an animal. You look at him, he's a fucking animal. KSI's an animal on a whole different fucking, and the size too. People like put so much weight into the fact, no pun intended, put so much weight into the fact that Logan was so much bigger, but he really wasn't. They weighed in, he weighed 199 pounds.
It's not about that, it's the reach.
He looked a lot bigger than him.
Yeah.
Not when they were in the ring together. Did you see them stand next to each other in the ring, squaring up? They looked pretty fucking even. You know what I mean? Like stanced up and shit. Like they looked like JJ's a big boy.
I don't blame anyone for saying that Logan Paul was going to win. I really don't blame anyone because if you just look at them on paper, you look at the reach, you look at the height, you look at all this stuff. You know, I feel like, you know, Logan is probably a better traditional boxer, right? But KSI is you don't expect to see these haymakers come in like from
I will
left
say this,
and
I
right.
think this is going to do a lot more good for JJ than it's going to do bad for Logan, if that makes like KSI's king.
Because
you can't fucking argue
the ultimate goal, I think, from this is like if Logan or KSI could go on to become somewhat of a legit boxer that could fight non-YouTubers, that would be gigantic for their career trajectories. It just seems like that now is a realistic potential thing for JJ and not Logan, because Logan now still has to like prove himself within the YouTube arena. I
think we all fucking win though. Again, for the culture.
Do you think Vitaly has a chance against KSI or Logan? How do you think that would go out? Do we know much about his skills?
I don't know a whole lot. I
He's
know boxing,
clout chasing harder than anybody
boxing
involved
is a
in this.
very technical sport. Did you fucking see what happened?
What?
The drama.
Yeah, talk about it, because you were there.
Yeah, no, you guys hear about it? I don't know if I should talk about it.
Yeah. No, everybody's talked about it. Everybody's
like
talked about
the
it.
Internet and shit?
Yeah. People were saying Vitaly was.
Okay, so yeah, I was actually in the fucking row. First of all, Bradley Martin is a fucking animal. You want to talk about a fucking absolute fucking certified beast?
He should fight Logan.
Bradley Martin would fucking dismantle 99.99%.
I wonder how he is as a boxer, though. I wonder if he would really wash Logan.
Well, listen, I saw him throw a fucking clean right jab at Vitaly, and it connected, and I would not want to be hit by that. Yes.
There's footage of this?
Yeah.
So
Bradley Martin
who was
filmed.
right next to him? No, somebody was right next to him filming the whole thing. I fucking forget. I saw he wasn't with either of them, but somebody filmed the whole fucking thing. It's somewhere. I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
We should search that on YouTube just to see if it's there.
No, they're probably gonna. I don't know. Maybe
but let's show it up here and not show it on the stream because we'll probably get fucking age restricted or something. But if we could watch it, that would be amazing.
But Vitaly's energy yesterday, like I saw it. People were really uncomfortable around him. He was being fucking kind of crazy, and he just is crazy. Like he's a good dude. Yeah. I fuck with Vitaly. I fucked with him for a while, and I didn't feel any tension from him or any weird energy. But like Mike, like he like bumped into Pam and Greg and bullied his way through the fucking thing, and Mike was really mad at him. And then some other people were talking shit to him.
He was acting weird as hell. If you watch my vlog, there's a clip of him ordering like a triple tequila shot at the bar, and he's very like, "Come on, man, just hook me up. Let's go." It's like
I'll give you $100. Take care of me all night.
I'll give you $100.
He pushed Bradley Martin's neck, and I think he was just fucking around. I don't know.
He pushed or punched?
He pushed. No. Vitaly aggressively grabbed Bradley's neck and fucking shoved it, and Bradley Martin just snapped just straight instinct tagged him, and he fucking kind of rocked him.
Wow.
It was fun.
I love that sound effect. Can you do that again?
Huh?
The sound effect. I don't know if that translates to the viewers, but in these headphones, that snap, that sounded cool.
I want to see that. I want to see Vitaly get his chin checked by Bradley Martin. That sounds incredible.
It was crazy.
That's great content.
But then they hugged each other.
Yeah.
But then they hugged each other, right?
After. It was one of those things we've all been there. There's a dude who's way too drunk at a party. He's being way too grabby, way too aggressive, and someone just rocks him, and it's like, all right, homie, it's cool. You were being whacked, whatever. It was kind of like that.
Where did you guys all go for the after party? Because I went home and got my butt eaten by a 19-year-old girl, and you guys went out and got crazy somewhere?
I didn't get crazy. I've been sober for 8 days.
Oh, right. Okay.
No drink November, so I didn't really get crazy. I played that fucking 4K GameCube till 8 a.m. with some homies.
But you are nutting.
Nutting?
Yeah.
I didn't nut last night. But I am absolutely no nut November. If you're
stupid.
into that,
that's fucking stupid. You're gonna get ball cancer, bro.
I'm not doing it.
You're a sicko.
You're gonna get nut cancer.
Hey, shout out to LOL.
That's the only Lowell, Mass. Fuck yeah! Shout out to Lowell, Mass.
I just seen it in the chat.
Really?
Lowell, Massachusetts.
Yeah. Lowell, Mass.
Also,
Mill City.
I just want to say this too: is that I'm back on Facebook.
Are you?
I guess I'm just bored because today we had a meeting. We're going hard on Facebook.
We're
trying to make
TikTok.
our content go up on there.
Make a TikTok.
Follow me, Facebook.com/Adam22. Pow.
I'm thinking about making a TikTok. It's blowing up. What do you
I don't know what the fuck to
Dude,
put on.
I don't know what I would put on.
Everyone
either.
is going over to TikTok because they think
can't do
money's
shit.
gonna come in and everyone's gonna get paid. I don't think so.
No, this is the one that actually as far
as
growth goes, it is the fastest growing platform, and it's proven that people who are blowing up on TikTok, the top tier TikTok people, they're using
TikTok.
They're getting more
to
followers
blow up their other social medias to then turn that into revenue.
Just for the purpose of growth. TikTok's
how much time do we really fucking have? I mean, you have 5,000 employees, so it's fine. You have the whole Florida WeWork. For me, it's do I really want to hire an employee and just tell them find a way to make no jumper TikToks?
Well, it's a different audience over there too.
Yeah.
I mean, these are really, really young kids over at TikTok. It's shocking. Dude, a buddy of mine makes the worst content ever. I mean, it is just complete garbage. Over, I love you. Shout out to Over. But this
he's
dude
doing well on TikTok.
Oh, he's killing it. But this is his content, right? He goes up into this little kid. I don't know. It must be his friend or cousin or something. This little kid's playing Fortnite, and he's like, "I'll give you these Yeezys if you get 9 kills in Fortnite." Right?
Larry, can you get Justin Wang in them outside, or Lou, or whoever?
And then the kid gets 9 kills, and he gives him the Yeezy. That's the fucking TikTok, and the thing has 200,000 views.
Yeah. TikTok's weird.
But at the end of the day, what is the fucking value of getting 200,000 views on TikTok? Yeah, you're building a platform and stuff, but I don't know, man.
The cost of time is a real thing, and mental health is important too.
And it's can you get an employee to do a good enough job of representing you on that social network that it feels in some way authentic? That's
there
a
are
tough
some
thing
funny.
to achieve.
I've seen some TikToks that I've laughed at, and there is good content on TikTok.
Isn't it fucking crazy that 3 years ago everyone's just fucking YouTube, fuck every other platform? Now with the way YouTube's been fucking up, YouTube's been fucking up so much that everybody is looking to go somewhere else. And from the outside looking in, people better pay attention to that.
Twitter is the most valuable one.
Thank God.
I think that's the longest last. Twitter, It's just perfect, man.
I don't know what I don't know what I would do without Twitter.
As far as really connecting with people, like especially our peers and other people in like our industry, like Twitter's it. Twitter's my favorite. It's always been my favorite.
On Facebook, on Instagram, it feels more like you're just promoting stuff. Although,
I've completely abandoned Snapchat.
Really? Not
I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah,
Have you got a check yet?
No, I haven't. No,
See,
they're
that's what
going
I
to.
wanna
They
know.
want
They're
to
going
do
to.
know
something
what
with
that
me
looks
too, and I
like.
get an absurd amount of views, bro. For a while, I was breaking 1 million every fucking story, like 1, 2 fucking million every story, and like I just would prefer to put that energy and that effort into Instagram.
I do both. I post to Snapchat, I save it, I put it on Instagram. My Instagram story has way more, but
What
I
do you
just
get?
kinda do
Really?
both. Yeah.
Mine's completely reversed.
More
If I could
stuff.
switch-
Dude, my Snap
Oh.
gets way more views than even on. Well, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Do you get more opens on Snapchat or Instagram?
Probably
What's
Snapchat.
up?
Snapchat I'll get a couple 100,000, and
'Cause they push
Instagram
it
I'll
up.
get
How's it
like
going, man?
100,000. Justin Wang is
you
in the
doing?
fucking
Wow.
building. This
What's
is
up? Good to
crazy.
meet you, brother.
What's going
Our
on? Good
first
to see you.
time meeting him. This is a strong. You're a beefy guy. I like it, man. Look at this, Justin Wang. This is our
People
first
always
time
tell me
meeting.
I'm beefy. I don't feel beefy.
You know, you just meet YouTubers and you don't know what their body type is going to be like. You look like you could pick a car up that was like on top of a child or something.
I would
Also,
like
hello to all the other YouTubers who just came in that we haven't got a chance to. You want to tell us who these are exactly?
This is Nerd City.
In the red shirt.
The devil.
He looks different. No, oh, okay, that's the devil in the red
That's
shirt.
Lou.
And then we have Nerd City, right? Okay.
I have Rusty Cages over here.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, good to meet you guys.
Okay,
Hey,
so
I just want to say
in-
you're a fucking legend.
Oh, thanks,
I
man.
fuck, I fuck with
that.
this guy heavy.
I love history.
Right.
I absolutely love history. I will fucking hear about the history of anything. It doesn't matter. I get into it.
This guy
This
speaks
guy
to me.
does the history of the fucking internet, and as soon as I seen his content, I fell in love. Like,
Dude, I remember you hit me up, and it's like I was
Get a
like,
little closer.
yeah, I had like 1,000, not 1,000, like 10,000 subs, and you're like, yo, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
you were bitching the Mortal Kombat videos.
How are you
Yeah.
doing? I haven't checked in a while, but are you doing well?
Yeah, it's doing really well.
Amazing. That's
what's your
the-
channel up to now?
Coming up on 500,000
Nice.
subs.
That's dope. I feel like
That's
you're a very
amazing.
underrated,
That's amazing. Yeah.
undersubbed YouTuber. You'll probably have a couple million.
You are.
for like
you
a
will.
year.
Just keep
Yeah, I
at it.
hope
You're
so.
one of those ones who will do it.
I mean,
Who will
I
do it.
didn't really understand. I always wondered, but I never really bothered to figure out whether Two Girls, One Cup was real. And now I know that it really is ice cream
Yeah.
or
I
sherbet
didn't
or
even-
something. It's not poop.
I forgot if it was poo. I made the whole fucking video and I forgot.
No,
about
I
it.
remember because you said that like you found like a quote from like the dude who made the movie, and he said that sometimes he would use ice cream, and to me that explains the whole thing because those girls are gulping down that shit, and it doesn't look like,
Like
they.
shit.
It doesn't,
It doesn't even look like shit.
I've seen other videos of girls eating shit on the internet. I hate to admit it, but I have, and it looks painful. Like they're not enjoying it. That's the thing about Two Girls, One Cup is that they're loving it.
Because it's chocolate ice cream.
Yes.
And who the fuck doesn't like chocolate ice
And
cream?
you can clean out your butt enough that it would not even taste anything like
Enemas
butt.
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.